Welcome guys to the Meet Damien channel. I am Damien, and wow, market crash in crypto. And it's not just crypto, it's also the stock market. But I wanted to start off today's live stream showing you guys here the definition of a bear market, okay? And I mean, some people forget, some people don't know. Some people are new to investing and they don't know what a bear market is. So let's just go over it because I know I got a few new people here on my channel, and I just want to go over this, and then we'll go over the charts for Bitcoin, and then we'll look at some other cryptocurrencies. But let's just get started here, okay? A bear market. This is by NerdWallet. But a bear market, if you just Google bear market definition, a bear market is defined by a prolonged drop in investment prices. Generally, a bear market happens when a broad market index falls by 20% or more from its most recent high. Okay. We know that Bitcoin made its most recent high at $109,358, I believe. And I'm just going to pull out this calculator here. Okay. And you'll see here what I mean by that I'm gonna call it for what it is, guys, here. Okay, some people are afraid to call it, but I'm gonna call it. All right, we're in a bear market for Bitcoin. A 20% drop in Bitcoin is the price of $87,486, and we seen that earlier this morning here on Bitcoin. I'll jump into the charts right now. Bitcoin is currently trading a little bit above that number. Actually, we're actually above that $87,486 number, but for how long? I mean, the way things are going, we could go right back down to lower prices here. And Bitcoin currently at $87,901. We've seen Bitcoin get as low earlier today at $85,836. Okay. And I did say in the title of this video that I was going to give you some price levels to look out for, okay? And the Fibonacci analysis that I did a while ago, back in like November, where Bitcoin got up to high prices here at above $100,000. This Fibonacci analysis is still useful here, and it gives us an idea as like where the retracement might be for Bitcoin. This is measuring from 109,000. What do we say? 109,358. Yeah, 358. So let me just adjust this a little bit here to 109,000. I can't really get to 3, but around this area. Okay, $109,000 seems to be the high water mark for Bitcoin, and we have some retracement levels here that we've already hit already. We went through the 0.618 at $93,000. We went to the 0.5 at $88,000. We did that today. We could see 0.382 at $83,316. That might be a point of contention for Bitcoin and crypto. And then we have the 0.236 level at $77,142. Okay. We also have here, this is using the daily time frame here. We have the 200-day moving average, this red line right here. That is showing that Bitcoin could come down to $81,000. So, I mean, just pick your point here. Pick your targets. For you short sellers, you more sophisticated traders out there that want to short the market, you know, you do your take profit at $77,000 as like the ultimate take profit on that daily move average. I'm expecting a bounce off that 200-day moving average for sure, because short-term traders, short sellers who are shorting the market, they have nothing to go off of besides that number right there at $81,000. So they're probably most likely going to take profit and cash in their winnings for shorting the market here. Also, some people who felt like they missed out on the Bitcoin run, they're probably going to like seeing Bitcoin at $81,000. They're going to want to buy in that area at $81,000. And then we also have like that retracement. If we do go down to $77,000, I feel like, that creates more excitement for Bitcoin. Some people are like, oh, I bought Bitcoin below $80,000. I feel like I got in at a good price. Okay. So yeah, $77,000 is still a long-term target, but the short-term target right now is Bitcoin probably could come down to this $83,000 price level here. Okay, the 0.382 level on the daily time frame. Okay. And we want to see if we're bullish and we don't want to see lower prices here. We want to see Bitcoin not go below 85,800. I guess you could just call that $86,000. But 85,000 was the low water mark here on Bitcoin. And I mean, if you guys are sweating bullets and you're worried about you know, the price of Bitcoin here, then maybe it might be time to take off some crypto off the table. We've been talking about that for a while here, that, you know, we've been seeing Bitcoin doing lackluster performance here, not really defending the 100-day moving average, not getting a bounce off those levels here. I've been worried about Bitcoin ever since we made this double top here in December. The first top was December, the second top here in January. And once we just traded sideways and then we kept going down from there, I started worrying that this was basically a double top. And now, for sure, it is definitely showing us that we're going to low prices here on Bitcoin. But if you're worried, then yeah, you should be taking some off the table. You should be taking your exposure out of the market. You should have done that a week ago or even 2 weeks ago here. But if you're still worried about your crypto here, then yeah, $87,000 Bitcoin, not the best time to take money off the table, but I mean, it would be better than having to go through more pain here, where Bitcoin could get down to like $81,000, which is where that 200-day moving average is currently sitting at. Okay, you know, if you're trying to start rebuilding your portfolio here, I would say, you know, stick to Bitcoin. Don't do the meme coins. Don't do the low market altcoins out there. Okay, because basically Bitcoin is at a 20% discount from where it was at $109,000 about a month ago. Okay, so you're getting Bitcoin on sale already. You don't need to go crazy with the altcoins here, because the altcoins, if Bitcoin goes down more, the altcoins are gonna go down with Bitcoin as well. Okay. And you're going to be in for a more world of hurt. Bitcoin won't go down as much percentage-wise. I mean, if it goes down to $81,000, we'll just measure that right now. You're looking at Bitcoin possibly going down to $81,000, and you're losing about 7%. But in that 7% move down on Bitcoin, you're probably going to see the altcoins do double-digit percentage losses. You'll see, you know, maybe Solana go down another 15-20%, and then, you know, XRP down another 15-20% if Bitcoin goes down just 7%. Okay, and then you'll see like the meme coins go down like 30%. Okay, so you don't want any of that nasty price action destroying your portfolio. If you feel like you've been in cash, if you sold earlier and you're thinking about buying this dip, I mean, I would buy strictly Bitcoin. I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever you feel like doing, okay? But I feel as though if you're gonna play it smart, you would be buying Bitcoin right now at $87,000, possibly $85 if we go back down there again. $81 as well is a good price target to be buying some more Bitcoin. And just be buying Bitcoin, just regular spot Bitcoin. You don't need to do leverage trading. You don't need to do 5 or 10x leverage, okay? Not until we start finding out that this is not a falling knife, because buying Bitcoin right now feels like you're catching a falling knife from the sky, okay? And it's not fun, because you don't know where the bottom is. We don't know where the bottom is. Until we figure out where the bottom is, I'm just going to draw this out here. Until we see Bitcoin bottom out, let's see if, I'll just draw this out as if Bitcoin came down to $81,000. If you see Bitcoin comes, you know, straight down to the 200-day moving average, and then you see a nice V-shape recovery, okay, then you know that that is where a lot of buyers are at, okay? And what you would like to see is if we came down again and make a double bottom, and then we come back up again, okay? Then you know for sure that people are getting excited about buying Bitcoin at $80,000. The asset is respecting the 200-day moving average, and we're using that as support. That's when you could probably, you know, put in a leverage long if you're going to do leverage trading, and you can buy Bitcoin on leverage, trying to catch this double bottom. But catching it right now, we don't know. There's not enough data out there. We don't have anything saying that Bitcoin is not going to continue going down to further levels here. Okay, and I already gave you the level. The level is we could come down to, you know, next stop after 85 is 83. After 83, we come down to 77. By God, if we lose $77,000, right, then for sure you definitely got to call that a bear market on Bitcoin. And we're just going to do a round trip back to where, you know, Bitcoin was at when Donald Trump got elected, unfortunately. And then this was all just, I guess, a dream, okay? A good or a bad dream, okay? But yeah, Bitcoin at $87,000. I mean, this could be, you know, this could be the low that we're making, and then we never see us go lower again in this bull market. If we're gonna consider ourselves to be in the bull market, then, you know, we gotta make sure that this 20% dip in price is as low as we go, because we're getting further and further from the case of Bitcoin being in a bull market. Okay, Bitcoin is down 20% from where the highs, the most recent high was. Okay, and we have seen this back in 2021, so this is nothing new. Okay, but let's just look at a little bit of history here, going back to like 2021, when Bitcoin lost the 200-day moving average. Okay, the red line. Okay, Bitcoin topped out at like $64,900 in April 14th of 2021. Okay, and we saw the head and shoulders here. This was the head and shoulders. Okay, that's the left shoulder, that's the head, and that's the right shoulder. And the head and shoulder pattern is a bearish pattern. Okay, it is a pattern that usually breaks down to the downside, and you just measure from the head to the shoulder. Okay, and you just take that to the neckline of the shoulders, and that shows you like where we were supposed to go. And we did go down to $32,000 was the target on that head and shoulder here. Okay, and Bitcoin actually went lower than that. Bitcoin went down to like let's see, even lower, like down here back in June at $28,800. After it was at $64,000, and people refused to call it a bear market. They said, "Oh, this is a bull market. Oh, this is a super cycle. This, that, and that. Okay, this time is different," and it wasn't. Or maybe it was different, and the fact that we had a bear market inside a bull market, because, you know, we went down in price here in 2021, and then we were able to crawl ourselves back up in like July, going into August, had a little bit of a scare in September, and then we were able to make new highs in like October and November of 2021. But do you really want to wait? Do you really want to go through all this pain? Okay, where we dropped roughly 50% on Bitcoin, and then do you still want to call that a bull market? No, it's a bear market. Okay, it's a bear market when you lose 20% of the value from the most recent high. Okay, all right, and in this case, Bitcoin at 64,900. I'll just pull out that calculator right there, 64,900, and you lose 20% of that. When Bitcoin went below $51,000, that's when people should have been calling a bear market back in 2021. Okay, and that looked like it happened. It happened in May. Okay, so we lost the bullish momentum on Bitcoin in May, and then look at this: May, June, July of 2021. It wasn't until July that we started climbing back up, and then even when we climbed back up, we didn't really climb up that vigorously until we got into like October, so when we finally got a vigorous climb back up. So do you really want to wait from like in this case from May all the way to October, for you to just get back to where you were in May, that's 5 months of waiting, all right? That's 5 months of pain. Could Bitcoin do the same thing in the next 5 months here? Is it gonna be 5 months of pain? I mean, we've already had what feels like, you know, a month or two of pain here. Can you do another 5 months? I mean, 5 months from now that would put us in July, right? Or yeah, we're still in February, March, April, May, June, July. So we might be in for a whole world of hurt here on Bitcoin, is just what I'm trying to summarize here. I'm showing you that we have seen this in the past here in 2021. If you can stick it through, you'll see higher prices eventually, all right? Like the people did back in 2021. I actually did stick it through during that bull market. I think I sold a little bit of Ethereum at the time, and then I bought back in again once I saw that the market was at least doing a double bottom or climbing up and making higher highs in the short-term time frames here. But you know, here on Bitcoin, the time frames, we're below like the 200-day moving average on almost all the time frames here. I mean, this is the daily time frame showing the red line here at 200-day moving average is still below us at $81,000. But if you go into like the 12-hour time frame here, we're below the moving averages on that one. We're below the moving average on the 4-hour time frame. We're below the moving averages on the 1-hour time frame. You know, 200 on the 1 hour is saying that Bitcoin should be at $95,000, but we're below that. And it's just bad news bears everywhere, okay? The bears are winning, unfortunately, in this market. And you know, I have said that it's not just Bitcoin, okay? Let me see, what is this? Okay. Let me go into showing you here in the stock market here. S&P 500 was having a red day, but you know, S&P 500 is below the S&P 500 below the high that it made on Wednesday of last week, okay, and it's been red day after all, you know, for the last few days here. If the S&P 500 gets below that 200-day moving average at 57.09, you know, that would possibly lead me to believe that the S&P 500 is also in the bear market, okay? The NASDAQ, right? NASDAQ is down about 1% right now. NASDAQ is also above its 200-day moving average, but right now we're trying to hold on to the 100, and if we can't hold on to the 100, then that one's going to be coming down as well. So, you know, markets, it seems as though people having a struggle making money in the markets all around, you know, with Trump tariffs creating a lot of uncertainty. Then you also have Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, firing federal workers left and right, creating unemployment. We have to see what the unemployment number is going to be like going into next week, because that's going to show us what happened in February after they've done a lot of firings here and asking people to resign. It's just not good. It's not good all around the markets here, and it's not just, you know, not just Bitcoin. All the markets are having trouble here. But let's get back into crypto again. We'll look at XRP. Okay, XRP currently trading at $2.29. XRP, you know, price levels that it needs to defend. It should have been defending a lot of these price levels, but you know, the levels that it's at right now, $2.29. That seems to be where sideways trading action has been. A lot of traders have been trading at that level. And if I turn on the VRVP here, you can see that the point of control for XRP is at $2.40. So we're a little bit below the point of control now. And if we go lower on XRP, I mean, the next kind of high volume node is at $1.90. And then of course you have more high volume here at $1.50 46, okay, which is like right next to where the 200-day moving average is. So if XRP continues going down, you know, it could be a very steep drop all the way down to $1.49, $1.50 here, okay, for XRP. So that's what we have to look out for with XRP. If XRP continues being bearish, we need to see XRP do a vigorous bounce up and get above $2.40 before we can start being bullish again on XRP. But XRP is looking stronger right now than Bitcoin, to be honest. Okay. Matter of fact, XRP is actually up today 0.5%, where, you know, Bitcoin is down 3%. Okay. So XRP is actually looking like the strongest out of the high market cryptocurrencies here. But also Solana, believe it or not, is actually having a green day compared to where it was yesterday. Yesterday it closed, Solana closed at $1. I'm sorry, not $1, $141. And Solana is at $144, so it's actually above where it was about 24 hours ago. Okay, but that can change. We still got about 3 more hours left here before the daily candle closes on Solana. But Solana is actually weaker than XRP because Solana is actually weaker than XRP and Bitcoin because it's below the 200-day moving average, this red line here. Okay, the 200-day moving average would shows that, you know, Solana should be at $184, but it's not. We're $40 below that. Okay. If I zoom out on Solana here, maybe I can get an updated high volume node here, and you can see that. Looking at the VRVP, which is the green and red bars over to the right here. Looking at, zooming out this far out, the point of control is at $23. That's kind of useless information. The next high volume node from where we're at right now with Solana is right here at $110 for Solana. Okay, which happens to be where this low was made in August of 2024. We got down to $110. So, you know, $110 might be the next stop for Solana if it continues being bearish from here. Okay, and that's what, roughly a 20%, 30% move down from where we are right now. I'll go ahead and measure that out for you guys here. You know, this is why I say you gotta be wary of the altcoins right now. It's better to be in Bitcoin at this point if you're gonna continue being in this market or adding it into your crypto portfolio. Yeah, that's about a 23% move down in price here from where we are right now. If Solana goes down to $110, you're losing 23% of your money, whatever you put into Solana right now. So that's why I say it's better to be in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's probably not gonna, well, I mean, Bitcoin could lose another 20%, but if it does, you damn well know that these other cryptocurrencies are gonna lose more than 20%. Okay. Because Bitcoin doesn't really go down as hard as these other cryptos do. We'll move on to Ethereum. Okay, see how Ethereum is doing so far. Ethereum is also below its 200-day moving average, just like Solana here. Ethereum's 200-day moving average is at 29.35. Okay, this red line is at 29.35. Ethereum is kind of like near the bottoms of the VRVP as well here. We don't really have that much data. I would have to zoom out a little bit more, and then now I can get some more VRVP data here. And the VRVP is now showing, when I zoom out this far out on Ethereum, that there is some high volume at 2196, but there's also a gap after that, and then we got some more volume at 2100. But the big volume point of control number is at 1800 for Ethereum. Could Ethereum come down to $1,800? Well, it was right there at $1,800 in October of 2023. If Ethereum does go down to $1,800, it's going to lose all the price appreciation it made all throughout 2024. That is absolutely disgusting. Okay, guys, if I'm being bearish, it's because we are technically in a bear market with Bitcoin and also with all these other altcoins. You'll see that's why I'm wearing this red shirt. you know, on a red day in the markets. You know, it's the same shirt that you see me in my thumbnail here for the Meet Damien channel. So yeah, red day, red shirt. Okay, so if you see me with a red shirt, you know we're not having a good day in the markets here. So yeah, how do we even be bullish on Ethereum? We need Ethereum, if it's gonna be bullish, we needed to get back above the 200-day moving average at 2,900. That's plain and simple here, okay? But also we want to see it recapture the high volume node here at $2,700. And I do see here on the daily candle here for Ethereum that it is creating possibly a hammer candle. A hammer candle is a bullish candle. It's actually a candle that is shows a price reversal. So maybe Ethereum is getting bid up and we go to higher prices from here. But we want to see some follow through. We want to see basically a V shape. We want to basically see like this was just a bad dream and we go right back to $2,700 on Ethereum. Okay. And that's how you can say that we can still be cautiously optimistic. Not even bullish. We could be cautiously optimistic on Ethereum if we just call this a bad day and we do a V-shaped recovery and we get back to $2,700 by tomorrow. Okay? Because if we don't get that V-shaped recovery, then this could be rejected at that white line, the 21 EMA, which is at 26.78. So if we get rejected and we go below, if we get up to $27 and then we come back down again, then yeah, this is still in the bear trend, and that's not good, you know. And I already gave you the low targets, the target prices if we go lower, like around $2,100 and $1,800 for Ethereum. Okay. So yeah, that's the bearish case, and the bullish case is that we just need to get above $2,700 and get above above $2,900. Then I can say we can be bullish on Ethereum again. At $2,700, we can be cautiously optimistic. Right now, we're worried. Okay, we're neutral. We're worried. We're concerned that this thing could go to lower prices, and if it does go to lower prices, then we could try to scoop some up at lower prices and dollar cost average in near the $2,000 level. Okay. Moving on to a cryptocurrency that's actually doing pretty well today. We'll look at Sui, and then we'll take a look at Aptos after that, because those two are actually doing pretty well today. Only because they had a bad day yesterday. Okay, so they already had their bad day. These altcoins here. Sui is up 5% today, currently at $2.97. It did get as low as $2.62 here. Okay. And Sui is trying its hardest and darnest to try and stay above this 200-day moving average. This 200-day moving average is currently sitting at $2.82 for Sui. You can see that, you know, last time we came down 200-day moving average, we violently defended it and got right back up. But, you know, this sideways and downwards price action is taking us back to 200-day moving average. I want to see Sui defend the 200-day moving average, and then if it does, then I would be cautiously optimistic on Sui. I would like to see Sui actually get above the point of control here at $4.20, and then I would be back to being bullish again on Sui. Okay, so we got the point of control. This high volume point of control is at $4.20. That's when you can start to be bullish on Sui. 420. You want 420 for Sui. Okay. If Sui, if these are the lows for this this market, and we're not bearish anymore, and this is the end of this bearish couple of weeks that few weeks that we've had with crypto, then I would expect Sui to be one of the stronger altcoins. So if you do want to throw your hat in the ring and you feel like taking on a little bit more risk, then Sui's not that bad of an altcoin to get into, in my opinion. If you're gonna want to play the altcoin market, it's gonna be one of the stronger altcoins out there, and it's probably gonna be a high market cryptocurrency in the future because it's got such a good development team behind it and a lot of apps being built on it. So I would look at Sui as possibly one of the more safer altcoins to be in. Definitely safer than any freaking meme coin you could get yourself into. This is better than a meme coin. I would look into Sui if you're gonna try to be bullish on this crypto market here. But another one that's also doing pretty well, that's like Sui's twin brother here, and that's Aptos. Aptos, APT, is at $5.75, up 6.4% today. And that's because it actually had a bad day yesterday, so it's already had its bad day, and it did see, you know, prices go down as low as $5.05 earlier today. But it's violently and viciously getting bought up. We're up like 6% today. And I would like to see Aptos get up to the high volume here at like $6.06. Then we can start to be cautiously optimistic on Aptos. But, you know, once Aptos gets above $6, you can see that there's not that much volume between that and like $7 here. So this thing could violently go back up to $7 real quick if the market decides to be bullish for some reason here. And then you got a lot more volume, and you got the point of control here at $9.30. So if Aptos, you know, can get its act into gear, and we can be bullish on Aptos, then you can see this thing jump right back up to like $9 here, and you got yourself roughly a 50% move up in price if we could just get right back up to $9. And putting in Aptos going above $9 would put it above the 200-day moving average, which is currently sitting at $8.83. So yeah, I mean, this thing is in its own bear market, definitely below the high that it made here in December when it got up to like $14.79 here. Okay, that's definitely more than a 20% drop. So this thing has been in the bear market since December. But if we can get a bounce off of these levels here, maybe start seeing some double tops and some bullish divergence, then you know, Aptos could make you a lot of money if, you know, just trying to get back above the 200-day moving average, and it can make even more money if it gets back to where it was in December. Okay. Did I cover the bearish targets on Aptos? The bearish target on Aptos is, you know, if Aptos goes below $4.50, you want nothing to do with Aptos. Okay. The most recent low that it made was right here on February 3rd when it got down to $4.55. So if we go down to $4.55, we're not able to hold $4.50, then for sure you have to be bearish on Aptos. Aptos is probably going to go down to lower prices after that, because after $4.50, there's really not that much price action data that shows Aptos getting any more support until like $3.60 here. Okay, you got a high volume node here at $3.60. That's a lot of money to be losing, you know, going from 450 to 360. Okay, that's a big percentage drop. So yeah, I feel like this thing is already near the lows. It might have already made the low for the year, but who knows? Who knows with crypto? Although I feel like Aptos also has some good technology behind it, and just like Sui, could be one of the high market cryptocurrencies going into the future with a good development team and a lot of apps being built on it. Okay. Alrighty. I'm willing to take some requests if anybody has a cryptocurrency that they want me to talk about besides the ones that I'm looking at right now. Let's take a look at the crypto bubbles. Okay. And we'll see what the crypto market looks like out there with all these bubbles here. So this is by the hour. Wow. Okay. IP is getting bought up this hour. IP is looking strong. Sonic is looking strong. Let's see for today. Today, IP once again up 30% today, but most of these other cryptocurrencies are in the red. They would probably be a lot more blood red earlier this morning, but it seems like some of these cryptos are getting a little bit of a bounce back as Bitcoin starts to try to do a recovery here. But yeah, you can see we got a sea of red. If you're looking for the month, the past month here, you see a lot of these cryptos are on the red. All right, we've been in a bear market all throughout the past month here on these altcoins. Okay. Where's Bitcoin? It may see I'm having a hard time finding Bitcoin here, but I just want to see what Bitcoin looks like in the month. Bitcoin's probably also down in the red as well, down 20% for the past month here. But the cryptos that have done well in the last month would be Sonic here, okay, in the green, up 43% for the month. Maker, all right, Maker up 31% for the month. Mantra is also doing well this past month, up 66%. And Telcoin, okay, Telcoin up 27% for the month. So it's starting to become a cryptocurrency picker market out there. There's not really, you can't really just throw darts at the wall and hope that you're gonna get a cryptocurrency that makes you a lot of money, because almost every single cryptocurrency out there has lost money, and you can see a lot of them in the 30%. Like look at Solana here, down 43% for the past month. And Solana was like one of the celebrated cryptocurrencies in 2024. Okay. ENA down 49%, Bonk down 53%, Render down 47%. Render, there's so much talk about it being a real world asset and a play on artificial intelligence, and this thing's down 47% this past month. So yeah, there's a lot of pain. People are hurting out there in cryptocurrency market. This is actually a good time if you're new to the market to be buying cryptocurrency on these dips here, right? Look at AVAX. AVAX down 41%. Okay, jeez. Algo down 42%. So it's been a really bad month. Radium, a Solana decentralized exchange, down 66% this past month. I know, I finally found Bitcoin. This Bitcoin says that's down 16% in the past month here. Okay. Not a good month. Not a good month. But if you're looking for the year, if you have a long-term time frame, these cryptocurrencies, they do make you money. Okay. XRP up 321% for the year. Virtual up 1800%. Pepe up 500%. Mantra 3300%. So, and even Solana has made money from a year ago. It's up 40%. Okay, XLM up 150%. So it's very confusing out there in the cryptocurrency market, because although a lot of these cryptocurrencies have made people money over the past year, the past month has been a horror show. Okay, past week has been bad. Okay, today was bad. Okay, it's hard to make what you will of what is good in cryptocurrency market right now. And I would say, you know, if you're just getting started, I would throw my hat in the ring on Bitcoin right here. Okay, BTC. And then once you start understanding the market better, then you can start trying to buy up the dips on some of these altcoins here. Let's see what the fear and greed index is looking. Oh wow, look at the fear and greed index. Let me just refresh the data, make sure that this is the most up-to-date data here. But here on coinmarketcap.com, fear and greed is at 29. That's what they're saying here. You want to buy the fear and greed index when it's at 30 or below. So the fact that we're at 29, I would start getting a little bit more interested in buying cryptocurrencies now that we see the fear and greed at 29. And if it goes lower than 29, I mean, even better if you got a long-term time frame ahead of you. But if you're in this for the short term and you have to be in crypto, I would stick to just Bitcoin. Okay. Maybe Ethereum, and you know, possibly XRP. Solana's having a bad month, and it might even have a few more bad days here, because there's some Solana token unlocks coming in the beginning of March 1st. So Solana, even though it's already been beaten up this past month, it might see a little bit more red going into next week. Okay. And then maybe you might be able to pick up some cheap Solana at like $110, or even below $100. Who knows? Who knows in this market? I don't try to pretend like I know. I just try to read the markets and get an idea as like where the direction might be going next on these prices. And I just see the possibility. I know for sure that Solana is gonna have some downward price pressures going into next week. So Solana, you probably want to stay away from Solana right now, unless you want to start dollar cost averaging into it. Okay. But I would probably stick to just Bitcoin if you're gonna throw your hat in the ring on the cryptocurrency markets. Now let's see who had in the last 7 days. Who had the worst 7 days? Worst 7 days. Radium, Solana, Dex Chain, decentralized exchange had the worst week here. Mantle down 23%. Lido down 80%. Aave down 16%. Official Trump coin. For you Trump haters, you're probably loving it right now. Trump coin down 16% this past week. Probably near the lows that it has ever been since it first came out. Let's take a look at Trump coin here. This is the only time I'll actually look at a meme coin. I'm trying to stay away from talking about meme coins here, guys. But, you know, Trump coin has a lot of attention, a lot of people's attention. Everybody is familiar with Trump coin. Everybody knows who Donald Trump is at this point. And Trump coin, this is why they say meme coins are dangerous. I'll show you why. Meme coins are dangerous because, look, I mean, the only time you could actually made money was in the first 3 days, first 4 or 5 days here on Trump coin. And then ever since then, it's been sell, 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 lower high, sell, 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 lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We had a little bit of a pump here on Valentine's Day for some crazy reason. I don't know why. And then after that, we're just making lower prices here on Trump coin. And that's what you get for being involved in meme coins here. Especially when they're brand new like this. Trump coin down, let's see, 53% this past month here. Okay. About a month ago, it was at $28. Today, it's at $13. All right, so that's how you lose money in crypto, is by buying meme coins. All right, I know I might have lost a subscriber or two just for saying that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. The only time you can make, the only people that make money are like the insiders and people who get in really early, and that's it. After that, it's just, I think people are starting to learn their lessons about meme coins at this point. It's a great way to lose money. And you need to stay away from them, especially in the beginning. Yeah. Let's see. I think I'll keep this live stream short and sweet here. Okay, we went over some of these altcoins and cryptos that are out there. I made my point that we're in the bear market for Bitcoin. We'll finish off on Bitcoin, see what it's doing right now. Let me get rid of the VRVP, clean it up a little bit. I would like to see Bitcoin do a double bottom and show me that it's gonna like defend one of these levels here. But Bitcoin is currently trading at $88,100, and I can see us going back and retesting the low that we made today at $85,800. And if we're gonna continue being bearish on Bitcoin, we might see $83,000, and then that's when I probably would start buying just Bitcoin, not the old coins. I'd be buying Bitcoin at $83,000, and then if Bitcoin can show us that it can defend the 200-day moving average here at $81,000, you can try to scoop up and buy some Bitcoin at $81,000. And then, you know, if Bitcoin respects and defends the 200-day moving average and we go back to $109,000 again, let's just measure that out. We'll calculate that out right now. Okay, if we can get back up to $109,000 again on Bitcoin, and you get it in at if you can get in on Bitcoin at $81,000 and you can ride up to $109,000, you're gonna get yourself a 34% gain on Bitcoin, and that's a good day for most stock market investors out there. All right, a good year is being up 34%. Okay, so let's see if we can get Bitcoin at $81,000 between now and whenever it decides to do that. Even buying Bitcoin right now could still be a winning trade, because then, you know, if you buy Bitcoin at this price here at 88,200 and we go back up to $109,000, you're getting like a 23% gain. And that's still good for a lot of stock market investors to get that gain in just one, for the year, for 2025. Okay. So Bitcoin's on sale right now. Could be a good time to buy, or you could get it at a lower price here in the next few weeks as we continue on in this bearish downtrend that we're in right now. Okay. That's going to be it for this live stream here. I appreciate you guys coming out to the live stream. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can come join me on these live streams here. And we can look at these cryptocurrencies together as we try to figure out what might be next in cryptocurrency world. All right, guys, take care. And I'll see you probably around this time, maybe a little bit later, around like 5 p.m. East Coast time on one of these days later on this week here. Okay? Take care, guys.